Hey guys, welcome to another Tandem Cross video. I'm Luke, and today we're going to be talking about field cleaning your 1022 with our new cleaning kit. If you guys shoot a lot of 22 like me and have a whisper pickle on the end of it like I do, it gets really gunked up really fast, and having both the equipment and the knowledge to field clean it and get it back up and running, specifically at the range or while hunting or whatever you're doing, it's really, really important. So we're actually going to have Tyler walk through how to clean this up, but I guess I should make it a little dirty first. Before we make this gun nice and gunked up for Tyler, we've already put a couple hundred rounds through this. I want to give a shout out to Axel for sending me their GS Extreme 2.0s. I've been using them on the range a lot. I haven't been able to get them on video yet and actually give a formal thank you, but these things are awesome. They're active hearing protection. You may be asking why I'm wearing them when I have a suppressor or a whisper pickle on this thing. I work with audio a lot and my ears are really important to me, and 30 dB of gain reduction, the ability to answer calls, listen to music, and a very long battery life are awesome. So I'm really grateful. Guys, go check out Axel. They're awesome.
Alright, so it is officially cleaning time. Here's our new cleaning kit. We worked on this with Otis Technologies. Let's go over to the stump and get this gun cleaned up and keep going. Alright, so here's the kit. Let's open it up and see what's inside. As you can see, it's pretty compact. It has all of the essentials. Starting with a double-sided nylon brush. We have the wide side and the skinny side so you can get in and clean most of the little crevices. We have a multi-part cleaning rod so you can thread on these sections for a progressively longer rod. And then as far as the tools go, you can thread on this little adapter at the end, and then into that you could thread either the more abrasive metal, bronze phosphor bore brush, the cotton bore brush, or this really cool jag for the patches. This has a little needle point so you can skewer the center of your cleaning patch and pass it through. So the reason why I like this sort of pointy style cleaning jag as opposed to the more traditional kind that has the eyelet, you can skewer the center of the patch, pass it through the bore, and then it'll just pop off the rod at the end of the muzzle. Also, you can guarantee, since you stabbed it in the middle and it sort of folds over the whole top, that you get complete coverage inside the bore. That's honestly pretty sweet. Aside from that, you have a pile of patches here, tons of them, plenty of use out of that, as well as a little bottle of Lubricant Elite CLP. So your general cleaner, solvent, rust inhibitor, all that good stuff is going to be mixed in. Let's actually get to cleaning this 1022. All right, so we have the 1022. Just to show you, we are in fact unloaded. We have no magazine. So part of being out in the field is you often have a limited space, so I'm pretty much confined to the stump. That's where having a takedown is pretty awesome. I can just break it down and deal with one chunk at a time. Let's start with the barrel. With a suppressor, or any muzzle device for that matter, it is important that you turn it the right way. Actually, lefty-loosey is how we're doing it. And you take it off the gun. Ooh, nice little carbon bits. So when we go to clean out the chamber, nothing is just going to pour into the suppressor itself. So out of the kit, what you'll find with 22, especially when suppressed, is that the chamber is going to get really dirty. You're going to get some carbon rings, you're going to get some wax buildup depending on the load that you're shooting, as well as, since the suppressor is so restrictive, instead of all of that burnt crud and gas that would normally disperse out the end of the muzzle, when the bolt opens, a lot of that ends up flowing back through the barrel into the chamber zone and into that first section of the receiver. So to get this chamber cleaned up, considering this is a field cleaning, we don't need to mess with scrubbing out the entirety of the bore or anything like that. Let's just keep the chamber clean. We'll put on the adapter to use our abrasive brush. Get our CLP ready if we need, and then we can just pull this in and out. Oop. There. So that one was really stiff, so there's a lot of grime in there. So now it's getting easier. All right. So now I'm not seeing any sort of crud in the chamber. You can check in the field just with the barrel out like this, drop a live round in, and it should slide right to the base without any resistance at all. And then if you tip it up, it should slide straight back out. If it's not at that point, then you need to scrub further. As far as getting the front end of the gun cleaned, that will be enough to get us back in action today. So we can go ahead and put the can back on, and we can put this back and then deal with the rest of the gun. With the takedown, it's super convenient. You have a lot of space to maneuver the gun. So I'll pull the bolt handle back, and while it's back, pull up on the bolt release plate to lock it in place. And as you can see, a lot of the stuff that accumulates at that front of the receiver, we can use our brush and a little bit of CLP. I'm just going to put a little drop of it right on the face of the bolt there, nothing too crazy. And then using our brush, give it a quick little scrape out. You can come in through the ejection port, you can come up from under the magazine well, hit the sides. Really what we're focusing on is the face of the bolt itself, the top wall of the receiver, as well as the front face of the receiver. So really, just get in there however you need to, just to clean out those large bits. And then that's a pretty effective little scrub out. So one last little bit to take care of here would be, let's just grab a patch, and we're going to put a little bit of lubricant on it. When you're shooting a 22, especially when you're suppressing it, it is important to stay a little bit light on lubrication, just so that you don't create too much of a soupy condition. So you can use any sort of tool to maneuver this soaked patch around the inside of the receiver. That way you're not just sort of glomming on the lubricant and then over juicing the inside of the receiver here. It's just going to be a nice thin layer of lubricant on these bearing surfaces. And then as the bolt cycles, it'll pick up a little bit of that lubricant. And I can feel that it's a much smoother cycle without it being super wet. Like I was saying, a lot of that burnt powder gas will flow back into the receiver with a suppressor. So if you let it get too wet, that will turn to mud much quicker than if you're shooting it with a very light level of lubricant or dry. So patch has now been used, but we can go ahead and put the rest of this kit back and get on with our range day.
The Otis and Tandem Cross kit that we used in the video is actually available now at www.tandemkross.com. So make sure you guys go check it out. Happy plinking, everyone. We hope to see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video on whatever social media platform you use. I'm Luke with Tandem Cross, and we're here to make your good guns great. Keep up with us on social media for daily updates. I'll see you next time.